Hello, my name is Robin Bickerstaff Glover, and I chose the 1961 film West Side Story to examine movies are prayers of praise and joy. It's a great example of what Larson's book, Movies Are Prayers, refers to when he writes, compared to the birds, our dancing can be impulsive, then the sheer joy of it. Our joy has another fount, however. Space it is also one of the most instinctual ways we express thanks. Prayer for joy both looks back at what God has done at the dawn of time. This love story is adapted from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet by Arthur Laurents, and its ending is an obvious clue that it is a movie that exemplifies multiple prayers of joy and praise. In West Side Story, we get our happy ending, and the director utilized the tools available to him expertly, and as a result, the audience is taken on a fantastic roller coaster ride of highs and lows that include prayers, lamentations, moments of joy, moments of regret, and most importantly, prayers of understanding and reconciliation offered up by our best hope, the young. Perhaps the greatest rides of the film are the strategically placed and telling numbers, dance numbers that is, that move the film from scene to scene. Jerome Robbins, the choreographer, and Leonard Bernstein, the music composer, together crafted scenes that are cool, sexy, coy, sassy, and in general fun. Critic Roger Ebert wrote the following about this song and dance musical film. Robbins' perfectionist and Bernstein's unconventional rhythms created a genuinely new kind of movie dancing, and it can be said that if street gangs did dance, they would dance something like the Jets and the Sharks in this movie, and not like a Broadway chorus line. How do I perceive that the filmmaker is expressing prayers of praise and joy in West Side Story? Well, I would have to say that the film's expressing prayers of praise and joy quite very obviously, all the while entertaining well. Even in the face of bigotry and life in an environment that is hostile and unwelcoming, these gang members dance and sing. In the song about Officer Krupke, the Sharks show their own frailties as we learn about their home life and the problems they have faced. They sing, dance, and laugh about this, but we are privy to their anger and crying out for help as they do. The film's opening scene is another great example of expressive praise and joy. It opens with a cool dance number that introduces us to the style or rhythm of the All-American Sharks and their bullying ways, contrasted against the more mature but equally violent immigrant Jets. The contradictory behavior is evident in their willingness to dance and protect one another from the police officer and probably arrest. In the book of Psalms, joy is described as an expression of thankfulness and praise for salvation. This joy is evident throughout the film in the playful, albeit youthful mischief and the guys dancing. You don't tend to dance and sing with that kind of energy and fervor that the cast is showing when you're down, out, and discouraged. The rooftop dance number performed by the Jets is probably my favorite, and their community. It shows evidence of their thankfulness of being saved from the plight of life in Puerto Rico. They sing about having their own washing machine, although the praise is countered by the retort, "What do you have, though, to keep clean?" Love it. This shows evidence of their grateful attitude, even though they didn't have a lot. It's about perspective to them. This might not be heaven, and sure, they still face a lot of adversity, but thank God they are better off than they were. Larson points out that even in the movie, whose subjects include such dark matter as violence and ethnic tensions, there are still moments of rejoicing and victory. For instance, when the white Tony falls for Maria and sings Maria, and when the Puerto Rican girl Maria sings I Feel Pretty. This movie is an excellent example of the fact that in this particular musical film, there is singing whether they are songs of joy or lamentation. They pray. I see redemption used as a story element on multiple occasions in the movie. When the Sharks take up the jets in front of Officer Krupke, they are on some level, and for reasons they probably don't even understand, demonstrating the redemptive theme and the role of saviors. By the film's ending, we see that Tony has given himself for his team after he has been redeemed from hate. His knee-jerk response, though, to his lifelong friend's death causes him to turn on the jets and challenge his beloved Maria's brother Bernardo. He realizes in a moment of regret and anguish that his behavior has then cost him everything and that he will never be able to make Maria understand why he killed her brother. This particular scene is yet another sad but redemptive point as we see that true love covers a multitude of sins, and Maria would have been willing to forgive. She loved her brother, but she also loved her beloved Tony. Thanks for watching.